follow the yellow brick road if you want to make it to Oz. In our case, seems like it's going through Tampa to the Super Bowl. Fin fans up north, fin fans in the south, to the east and to the west. What's better than this? More of this. Let's talk about it. Yep. Before we jump into this, just want to ask if you guys can like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you like the content. All that's going to help us reach our milestones so that we can have a merch shelf in our description and also get some polling options there going for the jump off the beginning of the season. And if you could look at the channel banner at the top there in the bottom right hand corner, you'll see a Shop Now button. That Shop Now button will take you to our merch store. You can get some cool tees for the start of the year, and also too you can have something fresh to rock new and at whatever bar or wherever place you go to watch the games. And know that every Thursday we're going to be dropping out new gear for you folks, and I'm telling you, the gear is going to be hot, special, and you get free shipping with that as well. So love y'all. Thank you. Let's get to it. So it seems that that day off and everything we had was a good day for rest and relaxation, and for people to get their minds right, especially because day 8 of what was going on today was very impressive. Again, Tyreek Hill definitely stood out, and he caught like a 20-yard catch over the middle early in the practice, caught another short pass from Tua, and then he caught another 25-yard pass from Tua. It's like Tua and Tyreek have been connecting like no other. And also, again too, Tyreek has also caught passes from all the quarterbacks, actually, from Bridgewater and from Skylar Thompson. Again, Skylar Thompson. Just remember that name. The kid he's going to be something special. And anyway, the backup quarterback where we have Teddy Bridgewater, he had like several nice throws. A lot of chunk yard throws too, and it was like the receivers and the receivers and the quarterbacks are connecting, and we're talking about chunk yard plays too, not just nickel and diamond folks, but we're talking about these boys is going for the bank when they are throwing the rock like that. So I'd like to see that. Jason Sanders, one of our phenomenal kicker that we have. He's probably one of the most accurate field goal kickers in the NFL. I mean, he was hitting like from, anywhere from 30 yards to like 50 yarders, and without a miss. So he did good today, kicked all of his field goals, didn't have a miss in there, and that's what we like to see from Jason Automatic Sanders, because with him out there, we're definitely good for some field goals and extra points that he's going to be converting for us. The defensive line. I love it. I mean, we have Emmanuel Ogbah, Christian Wilkins, Zach Zeeler out there, John Jenkins, when he shows up, and I mean, Jalen Phillips when he's out there too. I'm telling you, the whole defensive line, with the addition of Ben Still, they are continuing to put in some good work. Them boys are stuffing up the run. They're staggering, the quarterbacks from passing. Although our quarterbacks are getting the ball out there, so it's good to see that push and pull from offense and defense. Like how we need to see. It seems like it's going to be fair and balanced, and at the same time, it's already more capable and skilled than what it was last year. So, I mean, we're looking at that, and that's a good thing. Some of the plays of the day we had was from, Bridgewater threw a missile to Tyreek Hill over the middle. He had a 20-yard gain. and he beat Tino Ellis. Tino Ellis, we just picked up Tino Ellis. We just re-signed him and everything. And, you know, I hope it works out with Tino Ellis. He is a ferocious cornerback. And I'd like to see him out there and perform. But he's going up against Tyreek Hill. And, I mean, you know, a lot of great cornerbacks will have to tip their hat to Tyreek. But anyhow, Bridgewater threw a laser to Hill over the middle for about 20-yard gain. And he had Bridgewater had a good touch pass. It was a 25-yard little touch pass. He threw to Braylon Sanders. Braylon Sanders is undrafted rookie that we got from, I believe, Mississippi State. That's been showing and proving every day in practice. He's showing the team why he needs to be on the roster, and that's a good look for Braylon there. Another Bridgewater play. This one he scrambled for like 6 seconds, avoiding a rush, and hit Hunter Long, our tight end we got from Boston College. And we got him last year, and over the middle for a long gain. So good job, Hunter Long. Like to see you get some play time, see what you're about and what you're going to be doing here in our offense, your role. And that's fantastic. Some notable plays that we had, you know, our center, Connor Williams there. The snapping with him, it remains like a whip. I call it a work in progress. I mean, he plays guard, and they converted him to center. I mean, he's an all-pro guard, and they converted him to center. I for the life of me, we just need to pick up JC's Treader so that we can just get this done and over with and get on with it. And you know, Nurse Dieter, you know, back to good health. And even, I would even say just pick up 2 centers, you know, JC being the number 1 there. And, you know, of course, right now, you know, with Connor Williams today, nothing sailed over the quarterback's head or rolled on the ground. But he did have a couple high snaps. And the second one did result in a would-be, like, sack, you know, if it were a game, or a fumble. Now, Agba has been showing out. You know, he got past Austin Jackson, and who Austin Jackson has had a very solid camp so far. He's getting back into his rookie form. I guess, you know, over the off season, it made sense to him now. So I'm glad to see that happening with Austin Jackson. And Agba getting past him for a sack, like I said, you know, it's that push and pull. Javon Holland, he blitzed in for a quick throw, incomplete pass from Tua to Mike Gesicki. And again, you know, Javon Holland, he's another one that's stepping up his second year, and he's showing why, you know, he is going to be a formidable safety in the NFL, and perhaps in Hall of Fame safety. Rookie quarterback Skylar Thompson, he overthrew Sanders in the end zone and was badly off on another throw. But hey, you know, he's a rookie. However, and all quarterbacks go through that. But, you know, he rallied to deliver a 20-yard strike to Cedric Wilson in the middle of the field. And, you know, let's be honest, Skylar has a gun. You know, he is a Dan Marino clone, actually. I mean, there's going to be some off throws that he's going to have, but, you know, when he gets going, he's on. And I venture to say, you know, he is really competing and pushing Tua. I think more probably than Bridgewater is, because this is the NFL, and at the end of the day, people's jobs are on the line. And as much as I want to see Tua shine, I want to see Tua get his, he deserves it, and he can play. Tua can play in the NFL. However, if Skylar Thompson keeps doing what he's doing, it's gonna make it difficult to see. You know, I mean, if Tua does start, will he be pulled? You know, if he's not performing well, and you know, Skylar Thompson, he is. We got ourselves one with that. Zakondre White the rookie that we picked up out of the drafted rookie we picked up out of South Carolina, continues to flash. Like I was telling you before, with Skylar Thompson and Zakondre White, I'm thinking them boys, they're going to be seeing some playing time this year. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about that. He took 1 carry to the perimeter for a sizable gain. They say he's more likely for a practice squad, than the 53. However, I'd venture to say that he will make the 53. They might trade. We might let Ahmed and Gaskins go to bring Zakondre White on there, because what Gaskins and Ahmed bring, we already got that. We got that now. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this is gonna play out. But Zakondre White, if they put him on the 53, which they should put him on the 53, Zakondre White is gonna get his. He's gonna eat. No ifs, ands, buts about that. All right, safety Eric Rowe, he snuffed out an Ahmed carry right there. I was telling you, for a minimal game, Jalen Phillips stood up Edmonds for another run. Agba held Raheem Mostert to a short gain on another run, and Cameron Good stood up Jared Dokes for no gain. Cameron Good. We drafted him out of Cal. Cameron is low-key probably one of the best defensive ends we got out there. I mean, he is low-key that good, and I like that. I like that he's low-key. No one really knows about him as far as, what the media is putting out there. However, he has been consistent, and he's showing some true progress. And Cameron is exactly what was advertised coming out of college. He is sideline to sideline, and he stuffs the run really good. And the man can get off the ball just the same. So that's good to hear and good to see. Now, we have tried to get Preston Williams more involved, but things haven't been happening. There's been there's a third down red zone drill we was running. Bridgewater threw the pass to him, incomplete. And I don't know how Preston's taking all that. I mean, in my mind, I think right now, he's prepping up. I think in his mind, he really probably don't feel like he wanted anymore in Miami, which I can believe, because he's pretty much fighting for a 5th or 6th spot, honestly, in my mind, the way I'm looking at it. And there's no telling how many receivers will carry with us, which I hope that we carry about 7, honestly, and let them boys do their thing, because there's going to be a lot of competition going on and stuff. And so there's other teams out there that are wanting Preston Williams. For example, the Chicago Bears. That's something I'm going to talk about too. I think the Chicago Bears need a receiver, and I know the Cowboys need some receivers too. So I'll talk about that later on. Let me jump on with this here, and let's talk about the linebacker Andrew Van Ginkel. Today, Van Ginkel had the orange jersey on. He did exceptionally well in Wednesday's practice. So he was awarded the best player from that previous practice, and he had 2 sacks today. So with Tyndall out there, and of course Baker doing his thing, and all other linebackers, oh gosh, I can't think of his name. Y'all help me think of that guy's name. Anyhow, with the linebackers showing improvement, standing up today, and we getting Tyndall, and it's allowing Ginkel to do his thing. So he's playing both linebacker, and actually not Ginkel playing both linebacker, but with Ginkel's 2 sacks, it's good to see that we are getting the backfield, guys. We are getting the backfield, and what that's going to cause for other teams is going to be some serious headaches. So this is really, really, really good to see about what's happening here, because if you think about last summer, I don't know, I can't even recall if last summer we heard this much about our defense getting in and getting these many sacks and these many picks, in in training camp, let alone, the deep balls that are connecting in training camp. I mean, so we're seeing a lot of great things. It's that push and pull both ways, Porter Gutson, there he is, the linebacker there. That's what I was thinking of too. He had a sack on Tua, and he's had a decent camp so far, and he's playing both linebacker and defensive end. So again, it goes with the linebackers without saying. These boys have definitely got some depth in, and they are showing and proving, like everyone on the team, they're playing as a team, as one cohesive unit. The Dolphins have been cautious with Tehran Armstead, after a little minor off-season knee surgery he had. He hasn't played a ton of 11-11 snaps this camp, but he did today, and you could tell the difference in the run game and the pass protection all the way on his side for sure. And, I just hope, he could last a whole season, although he hasn't, been able to last a whole season. He just needs to stay healthy. So I'm looking forward to seeing, what our offensive line will do with Armstead out there. But two, if we get J.C. Tretter, it's just going to solidify the offensive line. And there's going to be a huge night and day difference between the run game and the pass protections. And on our availability report, we had, of course, Byron Jones. He's still out. Michael Dieter's foot, and fullback John Lovett, he remains out for some undisclosed reason. Fullback Alec Ingold, coming back from last year's Week 10 ACL injury. He was in a red non-contact jersey, but he was out there, so that's good. Safeties Clayton Federlin and Elijah Campbell with illness. They weren't at the practice, and Mozart was working his way back from week one knee surgery last season, and he got some 11-11 work, and is no longer, wearing that red non-contact jersey. So, that was what's going on with Week 8. It seems like it was progress, and, next week, August 10th and 11th, we'll be doing joint practices with Tampa, and we'll be heading to Tampa for that, and our game with Tampa will be August 13th, and all of this is leading up to these joint practices because the road to the Superbowl actually starts in Tampa. So let's keep the training camp positive. Let's keep pushing and pulling, and showing different looks, and let's keep progress positive and keep moving. So if you guys have any questions, please ask. Drop them down in the description. Any comments, drop them down in the description. Let me know. And if you would, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell, because it helps us reach our milestone to where we can have a merch description in a merch shelf in our descriptions there. And two, it'll help us have some poll options there so that we can start using it at the beginning of the season. Another thing, if you guys look at the channel banner at the top there in the bottom right hand corner, there's a Shop Now button. And on that Shop Now button, if you click that, it'll take you to our merch store where you can go check out our t-shirts that we have, so you guys can look fresh when you guys go to the games or to the bars, wherever you guys want to go watch the games at. And know that when you get those t-shirts, it's going to help our artists that help us design the t-shirts, and everybody here in the community, look sharp and look fresh than all the other NFL community YouTube channels on here, right? So let's keep that in mind. And I just want to say, with all that, thank you guys. Love y'all. Deuces. Fin fans up north, Fin fans in the south, to the east, and to the west. What's better than this? More of this. Let's talk about it. Don't forget to take a look at our gear. Clicking with the FinFan. You can check out the links below. And also know that your support with this helps our artist, and it also helps what we're doing here with Clicking with the FinFan. And a good thing about it all is you also get free shipping with that. So just take a look at the gear that we got. Grab something for you, your boo, significant other, your kids. We appreciate it a lot. Thank you.